When you need to transition from tile to a lower surface covering or directly to concrete, the Schluter RENO-RAMP is a perfect solution. Not only does the profile protect tile edges, but it also provides a smooth slope that eliminates trip hazards. The profile is typically installed in commercial applications, including those where wheel carts are used. The Schluter RENO-RAMP-K is a variant of the RENO-RAMP that does not have an anchoring leg. It is installed up to existing floor coverings. This is useful for creating transitions without having to disturb the existing flooring. Certain sizes of the profile can be used to create transitions that comply with the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, standards for accessible design. The profiles are available in anodized aluminum. All of these features make RENO-RAMP an ideal choice for transitioning from floor tiles to lower surface coverings. We all know that planning is important with any tile installation. It's even more critical when working with profiles. It's the key to a successful project. We have selected the tile and profiles and determined the overall layout. RENO-RAMP will be installed as a transition profile. The Dilex KSA profile will be installed where the tile meets the walls to provide a movement joint. We selected the RENO-RAMP size according to the thickness and format of the tile that will be used. In addition to tile setting tools, we will also need to choose the proper tools to cut the profiles. This will depend on what material the profile is made of. For the aluminum RENO-RAMP, we will be using a miter saw with a non-ferrous blade. Aluminum profiles can also be cut using a variable speed angle grinder with the Schluter ProCut TSM cutting wheel. A third option is to simply use a hacksaw with a bimetal blade. With the planning complete, let's prepare for installation. This sequence may vary depending on the layout and installer preference. In our demonstration, the RENO-RAMP profiles are installed directly over the concrete. The Schluter detra XL uncoupling membrane will be installed over top of the profile anchoring legs. This will give us a flush transition from the profile to the concrete. The Dilex KSA profiles will be installed over top of the detra XL. First, measure where the RENO-RAMP profile will be installed. Then, transfer the measurement to the profile. Keep in mind that we must avoid any overlap of the profile anchoring legs because this will interfere with the tile installation. We make miter cuts to produce a clean transition between the RENO-RAMP profiles. Remember to always observe all safety instructions and standards. We cut the RENO-RAMP using a miter saw with a non-ferrous blade. For best results, cut the profile slowly. An accurate cut ensures a clean transition. Then, file the cut end of the profile to remove any burrs. Dry fit the profiles. Now, we can move on to the installation. Using a notched trowel, apply thinset mortar to the area where the RENO-RAMP profiles will be installed. Fill the cavity beneath the sloped section of the profile with thinset mortar. Firmly press the anchoring leg of the profile into the thinset mortar and align. The next piece of RENO-RAMP is installed the same way. Take care to align the profiles, paying close attention to the area where the profiles meet. Always remove any excess setting material immediately from the profile to avoid any damage to the finish. Install the detra XL over the area to be tiled, making sure to trowel thinset mortar over the profile anchoring legs. For instructions on how to install Schluter detra XL, please see the detra installation handbook and video. The Dilex KSA profiles are measured and cut. Dilex KSA features a self-adhesive strip that allows it to bond to fixed building elements, such as door and window frames. Install the Dilex KSA. Once the installation of the RENO-RAMP, detra XL, and Dilex KSA is done, we can set the tile. Fill the cutback cavities in the detra XL with unmodified thinset mortar and comb additional mortar over the matting and Dilex KSA anchoring legs, using a notched trowel that is appropriate for the size of the tile. Solidly embed the tiles into the thinset mortar, so that the tiled surface is flush with the surface of the profiles. The profiles should not be higher than the tiled surface, but rather up to approximately 1/32 inch or 1 millimeter lower. Set the tile to the RENO-RAMP integrated joint spacer. This will provide a uniform grout joint. Don't forget to clean any excess setting material immediately from the profile to avoid any damage to the finish. We complete the installation by setting the remaining tiles. As you can see, the RENO-RAMP profile is the perfect solution when you need to protect tile edges and provide smooth transitions to lower surface coverings. Another great innovation from Schluter-Systems.